For my media text, I chose episode 2 from season 2 of The Great, which is named ckhead. This is a series from Prime Video, which tells us the story of Catherine the Great, who was Empress of Russia. To begin, I'm gonna give some background of first season, which begins with her seen as a intelligent and very ambitious woman who has these ideas like a school for women or finishing with the serf farm, ideas in which her husband Peter was not really into. He is known for being more aggressive and unsensible other than interested in human rights. After getting to know each other, she noticed that he's not a good governor, husband, or human being. So she decided that she's born for more. She recruited more people like Orlov and Belementov, who are in charge of economy and the army of Russia. After getting pregnant, she goes to a war with Peter, and they got him to abdicate after 4 months of war. And by influence of his aunt Elizabeth, they take him to house arrest. Now, let's break down some key terms that we will relate to this story. For episode 2, season 2 of The Great, we can see her on the throne, beginning this new agreement she has with Peter. One of the first key terms that I have is essentialism. This means that when society is set up with men in charge, the idea comes up that women are just naturally weaker or not as good as men at things like thinking or being strong. This idea is used to say that it's okay that women don't have as much to say or power as men. Because she chose to be kind instead of using violence.
What did you do? What did you do, Verlamentov?
Got it. He's on the list, right? Order.
What list?
Oh, we haven't discussed this. I made a list, as there are people who will never see our way and will work to destroy us. We cannot leave them alive.
No, no, no. This is not how I wish it.
Which leaders usually did then. The people at court thought she was weak. They saw her being gentle as a womanly weakness, not as her being smart or good. This made it seem like being strong and violent was the only way for women to have power, and being kind was a natural weakness for women. They used these ideas to see Catherine as weird and weak just for being a woman, even though she was in charge. So people at court didn't really look at what Catherine did or how smart she was fairly. They look at her like men are naturally better and she will be the ones in control. The next key term is hegemony. This is when one group in society has the most power and their ideas are seen as normal. When we talk about women and power, it often means that the way society is set up with men in charge keeps men's power strong and make it harder for women. It's not just about force, it's about the rules and expectations that make men seem more important. The fact that men keep having authority and Catherine always has to fight against their power.
It is our honour to be here. We brought you a horse as a gift.
Lovely.
As we know you love them.
Should they bow something?
I don't know, it's you, the fall over Russia. You might just not want it to.
Even though she's the boss, show this male power is still in charge. This male power showed up in how all groups run by men, like politics and the church, still make the rules and limit what Catherine can do. She needs the church approval, led by men, which is the patriarch, to be seen as the leader by Russian people. This man even treats her, saying other powerful men in the church will see her as badly if she hurt him.
Now, I have sent 2 servants to every regional bishop in the land. A is saying that you are God's choice. B is saying that you are a German devil who has stolen our country and wishes to render us all dead, or Lutheran, and is intent on burning Russia to the ground. I then call on all Russians in quite a moving way to rise up as one and destroy you and your rule, burn your bones, spread the ashes on the wind, etc. If I die, they read B. I don't, they read A, and we all have cake and champagne after consecration.
This shows how men in charge of religion have the power that can make female ruler look weak.
You're not coming.
I'm chosen by God. You were chosen by Neil. Most of the courts he uses was before the journalist on the phone.
The last term I want to break down is oppression. Oppression is when one group has power and treats other group unfairly and often cruelly. For women, it means that because society is set up with men in charge, men's power control limits and treats women unfairly in many ways, with money in society, in politics, and even in how women feel about themselves. It's like putting walls and problems in front of women so they can't be equal to men. Even though Catherine is the empress, she's controlled, made to feel small, and held back by the male around her, like the church leader.
You should really lead us. You have everything we need. We cut her throat at the coronation with the crown on your head. Simple. And fun for the crowd.
They don't let her have a real power or see her as a good ruler, like they will a man. This unfair treatment isn't just people saying no to her, it's also the normal ways things are. The rules and problems she faces just because she's woman, the constant disrespect she gets, makes her feel less important, makes the people decide things for her, and makes them think that she's not as smart as just because she's a woman.
No, no. Why not? You want the best for them, do you not? But while our love and admiration for you is huge, your unique nature is not something we wish to replicate in ourselves. It will make marrying them harder. What? No one wants a fierce wife. Exactly. And marrying well is everything. My father used to say, if you know when it's time to shut your mouth and when it's time to open your legs, you will find a good match, and your life be assured. So in essence, you just do not wish them to be me. There is only one you.
The belief that men are inherently superior is a tool used to maintain their dominance in society. Over the time, this idea becomes ingrained as the standard, shaping norms and expectations that disadvantage women and make it difficult for them to achieve true equality.